Providing you with directions for each test is Dr. Kenneth Best, owner of Best Sports and Holistic Chiropractic in Los Angeles. For those of you who are not familiar with Dr. Kenneth Best, he is one of the country's most celebrated sports and holistic chiropractors. Dr. Kenneth Best is author of 2 books, Facing Life's Challenges and Rewriting Your Life. He's a former competitive rower and an on-site chiropractor with the national cycling team for the U.S. Olympic trials. Dr. Best is known as the celebrity chiropractor because he's much in demand by the cast and crews of television and film shows. And he's appeared on news shows such as The Doctors, Extra, KTLA 5, Fox 11, KCAL 9. So you're in very good hands here. Now let's meet Dr. Ken Best.
Hi, I'm Dr. Ken Best, and what we're going to do is test a simple muscle strength today using his hand and ring finger. Because previously we tried his middle finger and he's so strong that I can't get the muscle to fail. In other words, if I keep applying pressure, at some point the muscle should weaken. He's really strong and I can't break that. Let's go ahead and try that. We're going to hold these 2 fingers together. I'm at the folds of the knuckle. I'm going to pull apart. 1, 2, 3, resist. And I can't get him to break, so he's very strong. So what we're going to go for is the ring finger. Now, a couple things you need to be careful of are just having the same direction every time you do the test and applying the same amount of pressure evenly as you start the test. And hold these together. I'm going to pull them up. So now I'm going to try the ring finger because he was too strong with the middle finger. 1, 2, 3, resist, hold strong. And it took about 5 to 7 pounds of pressure before he went weak. Let's just check it one more time. Hold strong. Hold strong. 1, 2, 3, resist. Okay, so you have a good sense of how strong you were with that. I'm going to grab the encoder, and you're going to hold that in your hand so we can just put that in your magnetic field. I'm going to go back to the ring finger. I want to do exactly the same test. I'm going to be back on the fold of the finger and the fold on the thumb. Hold these together as strong as you can. And 1, 2, 3, resist. Wow. I think I got a muscle cramp out of that. So you're a lot stronger with that. I could not even break him on that. So that's pretty impressive. Hold strong. 1, 2, 3, resist. Okay. We're going to take the encoder. We're going to have you just hold that in that hand so we get the energy of that and see how it changes the weakness of that test. Hold strong. 1, 2, 3, resist. Oh my, that's amazing. That's good. Ow. Hi, I'm Dr. Ken Best, and we're going to show you how to test balance on the encoder. So first what we're going to do is we're going to have him stand on one leg. So let's stand on your right leg, bring this arm out to the side. I'm going to make sure that he can balance first on his own, which he can. I'm going to apply very slowly pressure at the wrist. I haven't even got a ½ a pound on him, and he's going weak already, so that's not too good for an athlete. Let's try the other side, see how you do there. Stand on that leg, bring this arm out. I'm going to apply pressure very slowly. And this side, I've got 3, 4, 5, 6, about 7 pounds of pressure before he goes weak on that side. So let's try the encoder with him, see how that helps. Let's just hold that in that hand for now. Go ahead and step on that right leg. This was the really weak side. Bring this up here. I'm going to hold. And so he still goes weak on this side. So I suspect a neurologic weakness on that side. Do that again. Hold strong. Okay. Now just out of curiosity. Okay. Step on that leg. Hold there. So what I did is I just tapped on the encoder just to activate it for a second because the encoder reacts to the body because of the type of technology that's put into it. And go ahead and step on the right leg. And so when I tapped it, then I got a really good response where I can put, you know, a good 15, 20 pounds on him, and he doesn't go weak. Now that's just because I suspected a neurologic pathway that was inhibited on that side, because we tested him earlier and that muscle is weak. If we take this away and retest him, hold strong. So he goes back weak. So I know it was this muscle here. Bring your leg out to the side. Hold here, I'm going to push. And that muscle goes weak. So just in the clear, that muscle was weak, which is why he can't stand on that leg. Now when we go back to the other side, so I'm going to put the encoder on this side, step up on your left leg. So we knew he could balance on this side. And we knew he could take about 7 pounds of force, hold strong. And I can do at least 2 to 3 times the amount of force before he can go over on that side. So that's pretty impressive. Hi, I'm Dr. Ken Best, and what we want to do today is introduce into your body some electromagnetic frequency disturbance, which means kind of throwing off your big battery or your big magnet of energy. And so when we just do a basic test, this is a basic arm push down test, hold strong. I can push pretty strong, and he's very strong. And now what I'm going to do is take my iPad, introduce that into his field and see if that changes the test at all. And now he goes weak when I introduce the iPad. Keep the iPad there. Don't drop it. Okay, actually you can put this in your hand. I'll give you this one there. Okay. And so we're going to see if the encoder now helps strengthen him against the iPad, which it really does. So you want to keep that on you, especially when you're working on your computer, when you're on your cell phone. This is going to help balance your body so your body's not going weak. Especially like when you're out running, you don't necessarily want to have a cell phone in your pocket if you don't have that encoder. Okay? Well, pretty much you could use the encoder in any sport, really. It's going to have a tremendous result, especially if you're at that elite athlete range. But it also just for the everyday athlete, just to help prevent injuries, because it's oftentimes the everyday athlete who doesn't know proper form and doesn't keep proper form. So those weak muscles that might be happening in the body can be facilitated by using something like the encoder, so when their body doesn't need to compensate and get those kind of injuries. But that being said, things that require a lot of balance, so like your gymnastics, your diving, all those kind of sports, balance is really a key thing. Whereas let's say maybe football doesn't have so much balance, but it's really about strength and speed. But the encoder should also be helping those people because, as we saw earlier, those weak muscles being basically turned back on by wearing the encoder. For me, one step of my 6 Steps to Wellness program is finding where electromagnetic frequencies are inhibiting the body and causing muscle weaknesses. And as we saw earlier, using the encoder, I could see a huge change in being able to facilitate the body to neutralize these electromagnetic frequencies or enhance the body to where these EMFs are not downgrading the body.
Hey, my name is Anthony. I do CrossFit. In my training program, I have to do a lot of Olympic lifting, a lot of power lifting, a lot of running, a lot of rowing. That's basically what CrossFit is. A lot of gymnastics movements as well. Of course, all that requires a lot of balance, a lot of skill, a lot of power. I got Chris here. He's got a product he wants to show me to basically help me out with all that stuff and increase my performance. So I'm going to try out some handstand walks right now. Something I've been struggling with for a while now. I try and practice them as much as I can, but seems to be a big struggle that I have, and I just keep working them. Can't seem to get them. So now I've got the encoder and the entrainer drops, and I'm going to see how I do. Usually when I'm warming up to my handstand walks, it usually takes me about 5, maybe 10 to actually get some distance. That time, the second one, I mean, wasn't that great, but I mean, at least I got somewhere. Even that first one, when I kind of started out and then I went back down, usually I'll start out and then I'll go back down immediately. I went up and then I was just kind of sitting in a handstand for a while.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever done that before.
So you think there's a change?
Wow, yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty...
That was like the farthest thing I've ever gone. So yeah, that was awesome. So I just tested out this encoder and the entrainer drops. Just did some handstand walks. Probably went farther than I've ever gone before after just about 5 or 6 handstand walks. I'm a handstand walking god, kind of, but not really. But yeah, that was awesome.
Hi, my name's Chris. I'm a Division I collegiate golfer, and I'm here to test the encoder bracelet and the entrainer drops.
No, Chris.
Since I'm feeling more stable, I can swing a little harder and have some confidence that I'm going to hit it just as straight. I'm not worried about falling off balance and hitting it sideways at all. So, I mean, right there, that's awesome. If I can swing harder and hit it just as straight, I like that. It's good. I feel loose. I'm not straining. My back doesn't hurt. Nothing. I don't feel tight.
How are you feeling?
Feeling good. Hitting it further too, because I'm swinging harder and I'm not losing my balance. No, that's the furthest I've ever hit an 8-iron. Fine. I don't think I've mishit any. Usually when you swing harder, when I do, sometimes things get out of sequence and hips fire faster or something, arms stay behind. I'll hit a few thin or a little fat. Hit all these solid. Swing like I am right now, I mishit it or hook it or slice it because not everything doesn't, when you get quick stuff fires, it doesn't work.
So everything's in sync.
Yeah, right now, and it's usually not like that when you swing this hard.
Your guesstimate.
Right around 300, which I don't usually do.
What do you usually hit?
280, 85. Yeah, I was hitting it just as solid as I normally do, and I was swinging a lot harder. Not losing my balance, that was impressive.
Normally I can get all the way to the bottom, but I can't get back up.
Alright, I mean, I got a while ago, just that's all I
Let's do it again. That was awesome.
I did this 2 days ago and got completely stuck at the bottom.
So that's huge, right?
Huge difference.
Awesome.
Well, folks, I trust you've learned as much as I did. Thank you for your time. This is Altalena saying bye for now.